now we're good.
All right. Hey, so I'm Brandon from Lifeline USA. We're here just showcasing our fire suppression. We've been getting a lot of questions about our Sprint Car 17.3 SFI system. So this is the new standard from World of Outlaws requiring it. I think a couple other sanctioning bodies are looking to go to it. So what we've done here, we've put a big focus on performance, obviously, but also a tight package. So lightest system on the market, it's 7 pounds.
Sprint car drivers aren't weight conscious, right?
No, not at all. So we were able to make a very effective system. It's designed to mount on that left diagonal bar underneath the seat, or beside the seat. So it basically mounts in this position here. You got your gauge up for your tech inspectors. We've got a mechanical nozzle mounted right to the head. Pull cable here, you feed it in, take your pin out, you go out on track. If you have a fire, you pull the cable. So that will deploy from the mechanical nozzle. Heaven forbid you're knocked unconscious or you escape the vehicle, you forget to fire or deploy the system. There's also an automatic nozzle here. Basically uses a thermal bulb. Sprinkler system uses the same thing. So once it reaches temperature, that'll burst and it'll deploy everything.
And what degree does that burst out at?
So our system is the lowest one on the market. It's 155. We've been getting a lot of questions about the the mufflers next to it or the exhaust. No issues there. We've done a lot of testing with temperature strips. We've had a couple of these on cars for about 1.5 years. We've never had an issue with it because there is enough distance from that exhaust. Plus you got your side panel there. No issues.
I've seen a couple of side panels on fire in the past, though. No, seriously,
Yeah.
From the headers.
Yeah.
So just something to...
Well, if the side panel catches on fire, you're going to want this to go off.
I guess, depending on who you are.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Do you
it.
have one mounted in the car?
So not on here, but we've got one on Trout's car over there.
Okay, yeah.
And he's got
I know
the side
Trout, yep.
panels and everything off. Yep.
Okay, cool, man.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's a pretty cool deal. So, cost, do you mind saying?
Yeah, so the we are offering it without a mounting solution. Plenty of people out there making cage brackets, cage clamps, their own solutions, things like that. So this is basically the system here. You get that for $600, or for $100 more, you get it with our cage clamps.
Nice looking cage clamps.
Yep.
So they're nice looking.
So we found that there was, with the standard squared off shoulder,
right,
you run into that side panel. So we went with an offset version. So when it's sitting in there, it actually sits in this position here. It'll clear that panel. So a lot of work went into just the brackets for mounting it.
So is this going to be something that needs replaced yearly, or how long?
No.
What's lifespan on these?
So if you never have to fire it off, you've got to get it serviced every 2 years.
2 years.
That's an SFI requirement.
Okay.
The bottles, SFI puts a 6-year mandate on.
Okay.
That they have to be replaced. So
right.
Through that cycle of 6 years, you get a service every 2 years. When it's time for the third, you just replace the bottle.
Is that powder? I assume that's powder coating, right? On the bottle?
Yep.
So it's resistant to car washes, and
Absolutely.
so sprint car guys are like crazy for car wash and stuff.
And so we've gotten several questions about, pressure washing it. I've been to events, and after every race, they strip them down and then rebuild them.
Absolutely.
And so the only thing you need to be really conscious about is the thermal bulb in here. Obviously, if you hit that with the pressure washer, you're going to damage it. So, some metal tape or something robust to cover it up. Probably don't spray it right on that, but the rest of the system, no issues spraying it down at all.
Very cool, man. Hey, thank you.